Hi, Sean Huckster here. Welcome down the Mighty Max rabbit hole. Today we're going to look at two more Series 1 horror heads. First we're going to look at Mighty Max Challenges Lava Beast, and then we're going to look at Mighty Max Neutralizes Zomboid. And as I do these in pairs, I try to thematically link them so that they have some sort of common theme, and I wonder what that might be. Yeah, they do kind of have that look, don't they? So in Mighty Max Challenges Lava Beast, Mighty Max teleports into Lava Beast's lair, which is full of lava, as you can see. There are volcanoes everywhere. A large bug, which is only known in the cartoon as Bug Eyes, attacks him. And then Energoid, the beast, Lava Beast Energoid, tries to grab and incinerate Max. And then Max destroys him, and that's it. I mean, these horror head comics are fairly simple. There's one strip and not two, and the stories are very simple. So Lava Beast, lava is if you watch the cartoon show, lava is a common theme. There are lava beasts everywhere. And there are several sets which have lava beasts in them. This is the lava beast's head. When you can see, it is very much a head that is shaped from molten stone, spewed from a volcano probably. And then, of course, there are these silver details everywhere. And silver, I imagine, is what forms when magma cools. So this would be Lava Beast. He has a very swollen eye here. It's an interesting eye. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to represent, but it's very kind of like a swollen black eye, actually. And his other eye, as is common with all Mighty Max sets, or just about all, is part of the interior, encroaching on the exterior and forming part of the exterior. You'll also notice that he has these like metal, probably cooled magma teeth here, which are kind of creepy. But inside, what looks like almost like a tongue or something, is part of the inside as well, and you'll see that in a second. So let's open her up and see what's going on. One thing I decided after I did the first two is I'm going to try to match Mighty Max's hat color with the hat in the cartoon. So in the cartoon in Lava Beast, Lava Beast, he has a green hat. So let's see. Yeah, there I found a Max with a green hat. So inside, there are 3 removable items. You got Max, of course. What would a set be without Max? You've got the Lava Beast, the Energoid, which I would say almost looks brain-like, but he's not really a brain. He is definitely a beast. I have no idea why lava would involve a purple beast, but I do love this. I love these little teal polyps on his head, his tentacles. I love this character. And then he has what we call Bug Eyes in the strip, and he is just like, honestly, he looks like a male ant or a termite. And when an ant or a termite is first finding a nest, it has sprouts wings and they fly off and they form a colony. So this one is really kind of creepy. He's got his body's twisted. He's got these massive mandibles here. But what I found interesting is that this one is also articulated. So the body swings down, which is kind of cool because when you see a lot of flying wasps and things, their body sometimes hangs down, which I think is a really lovely touch. So let's look at the set itself. It's lava, obviously. You've got lava spewing volcanic stalagmite here, definitely a lava flume. There's another one here that has no lava, but that has a purpose. I'll show you in a second. And then here's one that is definitely an active volcano. It's a caldera with actively spewing magma right now. A little foothold for Max, obviously, so Max can fit in his foothold. Most sets have at least one foothold for Max, so that when you shut the shell, it shuts safely with Max intact. And there's my Max with green hat and slingshot, I believe that is. Now, the set is lava with red. It's all red, and with bits of yellow for the superheated magma, and then silver for the cooled magma to form rocks. Up here, same thing. Not a lot of detail. There's just a lot of carving, a lot of like texture, but not a lot of detail. You've got this other volcanic caldera going on here, which forms part of his swollen eye. And then over here you got this opening, and then there's a lot of cooled magma up here, and there's no details in there, or nothing hidden, no villains or anything, no poor skeletons that you see in a lot of sets. But now, this peg is very useful because the beast, the bug-eyed flying beast, the mandibles snap right onto that, so that it is in its perfect position for closing. And Energoid fits directly over the caldera and fits perfectly in place right next to Max, so that when you close the set, the caldera becomes the eye and you can see the bug inside the mouth. That is Mighty Max Challenges Lava Beast. Moving on to Mighty Max Neutralizes Zomboid. Clearly this is a Zomboid, right? Look at this. You get your stitches up here. You've got a mouth that's torn and bloody. I mean, this is creepy. They did sell this to kids, right? I'm not mistaken. Okay. In the story, Max teleports in, and then the Energoid first greets him by saying, "Slugoid will eat you alive, maggot." And Slugoid is just this poor slug who just wants food. And he's literally just out for food. In fact, he's going, "Need food, need food." And Max, he kind of gets Slugoid to travel close to Slugon, to get close to Zomboid, to make Zomboid attack, or Slugoid attack Zomboid. Yeah, sorry, I got my words mixed up there. Let's go on to what's inside this set. Well, first of all, what's outside? What's outside is we have an eye here, and that's part of the outside. That's not movable. And then you have this loose eye here. That, of course, is part of the interior, and you can see, I love it. You can see the brain inside. This is gory as heck, but beautiful at the same time. All right, let's open her up and see what's going on. And as I said before, I try to find now for these a Max that has the hat that's in the color of the cartoon, and this one he's wearing purple. So do I have a purple Max hat? Let's see. Yeah, I do. So you have Max, you have Slugon, which is a really well-sculpted slug creature with many legs and bumps. I really love this guy. This is solid plastic. It's kind of hard plastic, so it would be kind of nice if this was a little softer to have a little flexibility, but it doesn't. It's fine. It's a really beautiful beast. And all he wants is food, and Max is the food he wants. Meanwhile, Zomboid the brain, and of course he definitely looks like a brain, right? He's got the two lobes. Each one has an eye stalk. Now you'd think this eye stalk would form the eye on this side, but it's not. This is hidden inside, and this stalk pokes through and forms the loose eye. And that's your villain. Let's look at the inside of the set. I usually start at the bottom. So you have your spot for Max, which, as almost all these sets have, is a little foothold, so that when you put Max in place, you can close the set safely with the other pieces in place. Looking at the bottom, you definitely have a spinal column here. I mean, I would almost say that's a slug, but it's definitely not. That is a spinal column. And it almost looks like this is the interior of a body, because I'm not sure if these kind of like brownish ones are spines or like intestines, but they must be spines. They have these little ridges on the outside. And then there are these slugs just kind of everywhere. If you move Max, he looks like he's standing in a splat of bodily fluid, which is, again, they sold this to kids, right? Of course, kids love this stuff. And then up here, you have slug after slug after slug, and openings, of course. There's no other details, but boy, you do have a lot of slugs. And now, Slugon fits like so. His two front mandibles fit right into the slug here, and his back fits directly into these two pegs here. So he's in place now. And Zomboid the brain fits right over Max, slots nicely in place here. Hang on one second. If this was a little softer plastic, this might be a little easier to place. But once he's in, he's fine. And the brain goes right here. And then this whole thing closes where the eye comes out through and forms Zomboid. And that's really all I have to say about these two. Watch my next video, which takes the next two of Series 1 horror heads. And again, it'll be a surprise. I don't even know which ones I'm going to choose. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll stick around for the next one. Talk to you later.